it's the first time we've heard anything from the Kohbergers throughout this entire process. We've seen them many times. We tried to talk to them outside court. They've stayed totally silent. Obviously, I think they're still trying to be respectful to the system. And I noticed, I was thinking about a lot of the things that she wouldn't talk about clearly. She didn't ever really say whether she thought her brother was actually guilty, and she didn't want to talk about the court process, but it definitely gave us a glimpse inside how difficult this was for them too. And like you said, I mean, you have to remember with his sisters, with his family, obviously this really wasn't their fault, and in many ways they have been vilified.
What was super creepy was Mel's description of the conversations that the family was having that Christmas, right? He kills these kids, a couple weeks later crosses the country, comes home and spends a lovely Christmas with his family, during which time they're talking about the crime that happened back where he goes to school.
Right. Remember, he was home for Christmas break, so the whole family was there, and everybody in the world pretty much was talking about this case, apparently including them now, according to Mel. And she says she was concerned because Bryan Kohberger didn't lock his doors and was known to go out on these late-night runs and drives, and was almost like worried about him because there was this killer on the loose. I guess little did she know it was actually her brother. But I want to read you a quote from the article she wrote. She said, "Brian, you're running outside and this psycho killer is on the loose." She remembers telling him, "Be careful," and he thanked her for checking on him and assured her that he would stay safe, which is just so weird to think about that, in that moment, and, he's now admitted to the crimes, he knew that he was the one responsible, and yet was home and, telling his sister, "Yeah, I'll be careful." Very, very strange to think about.
I mean, listen, you and I have been at this rodeo enough times to know that when someone does something horrible, there's all this guilt by association. The family suffers. They're needled and prodded, and they're picked apart by, the internet. All sorts of false accusations are made. I think a book was even written. An Amazon book about the case came out with Melissa J. Kohberger as the author. Not true. She didn't. Yeah. She did not write a book. It's a fraud, and it's just they could say so much about how hard it's been for them, but they don't. Mel says none of that because she said she recognizes how brutal this has been for the victims' family members, and that's why they stayed quiet, just to not traumatize these family members.
Yeah, and you could tell kind of reading between the lines of the article, I think she was probably trying to be careful, too, to not try to come across too much like they were victims or like her family was a victim. And there was one part that really stood out to me where she said that she, remembers the victims and honors the victims, and even said that in her phone, she has the victims' birthdays saved. So she remembers each victim on their own particular birthday, which stood out to me and just shows, that I guess the process that they've been going through too with dealing with this, knowing that it's their brother, that it's her brother, that it's their family member, that it's their son, but also remembering the victims too. And I'll tell you, seeing them in court, I obviously knew that they had feelings and that they were victims in a sense in all of this, but they didn't show that side in court so much. They never really looked over at the victims' families, or they never made any statements outside court. They never made any written statements. But now it's coming out that they felt pretty bad about this all along.
Well, and that heart that we all zoomed in on that was in front of Bryan Kohberger during the sentencing, it turns out Mel actually drew that heart for him just to remind him that he's loved by his family, which I understand. This is a family. You cannot imagine what they're going through.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.